Hi everyone, this is Andrea with Yarn Packin' Mama, and today's stitch tutorial will be over the Trinity stitch. I hope everyone had a great new year, and let's dive on into the stitch. So the Trinity stitch is a cluster of stitches, and the multiple for this stitch is a multiple of 2. So I've chained up 14 already. And to begin, I am into the second chain from the hook, going to work a single crochet, and then into that same chain I'm going to insert my hook, drop a loop, and then into the next chain I'm going to insert my hook, drop a loop, and then into the next chain from there I'm going to insert my hook and drop a loop. I will have 4 loops on my hook, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 4 and chain 1. And that is why this is called the Trinity stitch. It's because you're working a cluster stitch over 3 stitches, or in this case, chains. So again, that's going to be insert your hook into the last chain that you just finished in, pull up a loop, and then you do the next chain, you do the same thing, insert your hook and drop a loop, and then into the next one you insert your hook and drop a loop for 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all 4, and then chain 1. And that's all you do for this first row. Is you just keep working along, and you always work into that last stitch that you just finished in before you move on. And then I will meet you at the end to show you how to finish off this row and get into row 2. Okay, so I'm at the end of my first row, and I have worked into the last 3 chains, and now I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops, but I'm not going to chain 1 at this end. I'm instead going to place a single crochet into the last stitch as well. And now to get into row 2, I'm going to turn my work, and you can work a 1 chain turning chain, or you can just single crochet directly into that first stitch, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to single crochet into this first stitch, and then it's the same process for the Trinity stitch as before. So into that same stitch you're going to draw up a loop, and then into the next stitch you're going to draw up a loop, and then into the third stitch you're going to draw up a loop for 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, chain 1. Now that's the repeat for this entire stitch pattern. Is single crochet in the first stitch, followed by Trinity clusters all the way along until the last stitch, and then it's another single crochet stitch in the last. And then instead of chaining between the last Trinity stitch and your single crochet to finish off the row, you do not chain at the beginning or the end for your Trinity stitch. And I'm going to work up a few more rows just to show you what the Trinity stitch looks like worked up, and I'll see you then. Okay, I've come to the end of my swatch, my little swatch for this tutorial purpose, and this is what the Trinity stitch will look like worked up in a variegated yarn. And you can see these little clusters here, and it almost gives it like a star effect or a flower effect, and it's really quite pretty. It has a very nice texture, and there aren't that many gaps. I mean, of course you can see through it, but it isn't terribly gappy, so it'd be great for garments. I'm planning on using this stitch for a vest that I am going to design here in this near future. And I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed, and please stay tuned for more.